So what, Chris? Put a camera right here, and you want me to speak. McLean, how long do I go? Oh, as long as I want. I can air grievances, you say. Alright. So allow me to air grievances. And when I speak to you, I want you to understand something. Just put your pettiness, your bullshit aside. Put your insecurities down for like 5 fucking minutes. And realize that the man talking to you right now is not Arcan. It is the man behind the character. It is the man behind the gimmick, the character that you love to hate. This is the man who goes home just like you, goes home to his wife, goes home to his daughter. This is him. A man that for 16 years, 16 fucking years, has been all over the world, worked in many different companies, and they never came out to be anything more than me being fucked over company after company after company. The fact is, you don't know a damn thing about my life, because you don't try to know. You judge. That's it. See, I could talk about what happens in Revelations, but see, since I know that this is going to be the moment where I'm not gonna be wrestling anymore, because for 16 years this company has literally took everything from me. So I'm just going to tell you all a little story. A story, mind you, that so many of you seem to always want to throw around about what I did in Battle Pro. Right, you know, where I held up the company and I had their world title without you even fucking realizing why I did it. Yes, let's listen to Malik Brown, because at that point he was still pissed off at how things went. And honestly, I don't blame him. I don't. Because if there was anybody in that entire fucking company that actually tried, it was him. And honestly, real talk, man to man, I do regret that I had to fuck Malik over. I don't regret fucking Jackie over. I don't regret fucking the other guys over. I don't, because they didn't bring me there. They didn't promise me a chance. Malik did. Let me explain to you, kid, while you sit there and tell people that I'm pulling a Battle Pro, which is funny as hell, since as much as you kiss the ground that Malik Brown walks on just like the rest of you fucking sheep, you've never watched Battle Pro. You don't know why I did it, nor have you bothered to ask. You just take things at face value. Oh, shit. I'll be damned. Destiny was right. I'm kind of pissed. But Destiny Williams was right. Took me 16 fucking years to realize that. You know, I respect her. I wish you the best of luck in spiting everybody in your future endeavors. But when I got to Battle Pro, I was the pariah. And the reason I was the pariah was because the men who self-proclaim themselves as legends and veterans of this sport did everything in their power to whisper in the ears of many individuals certain powers, to tell people that I was unreliable, I had anger issues, I went against locker room etiquette, I went against this, I went against that. Which, ironically now, those same so-called legends are media pariahs. Lucky to even get a small child to remember who they are. But I'm still standing. Karma. But when I got to Battle Pro, I didn't expect to be a world champion. All I was expected was to get matches, opportunity, maybe build up to that. And he did. The world champion at the time was Cody Barnett. And Cody was on the hype. He was the man who was going to bring forth a new era. He was the face. That's what Jackie wanted, right? He wanted Cody to be the face because Jeremy couldn't do it because of what Vin did on that one fateful night. And funny enough, that's where everything started to change. Something must die. That night, everything changed. Jeremy almost lost his career, his livelihood, because of one man. And it was also that night that Cody died as well. Something did die. Jeremy's career was hindered, and Cody's, everything that was Cody died, to the point of where we see him now. It was an infamous night that made Vin Taylor, but it was also a night in which I did what no one thought I would do. I became the world champion. And all that time, I got to hold the world title. And it was important. I mean, sure, I went to other companies before then, and I won their collective titles or their important titles, but it wasn't a world title. It was the first world title I ever fucking held, and it meant something to me. It showed me that all my sacrifices, my trials, my tribulations, the broken bones, the blood, the sweat, the fucking tears that I shed in this ring, it mattered. And for a while it was heavy. For a while, all those nagging voices, those demons that was in my head, were silenced. You don't know what that's like. To know in the back of your head the funerals you've missed, the anniversaries you missed. And one time you get a break. You come home to an empty house and a note telling you that she can't do this anymore. And she took the something from you. You don't fucking know what that's like. And I know someone's gonna go, oh, what a hypocrite, because you sat there and said that Claudio's driven by his family. I didn't mean that as a fucking insult. He basically pointed out an obvious thing. He's driven by his family. He's driven by his kids. Does he have a killer instinct? Who the hell doesn't? The thing is, he doesn't pull it out when he needs it. The only time you decide to be a killer is when your wives are in trouble. You can't be fucking dominant. Rely on your skill alone. Because one day someone's gonna outperform you. But I held on to that world title. And it was worth it. My journey, my training, all of it was worth it. Just the whole world title. For the first time in my life, I actually was happy. And that's rare. That is very rare that I'm happy. But I was.